Hello, this is the Cool Kid, and today I am bringing you another Heroica video. I haven't uploaded in a while, but I will hopefully be making a couple more uploads in the nearish future. But today is a Heroica video. Not a custom Heroica, it still is custom Heroica, but it's a bit different than the ones I've done before. What you're looking at the moment is simply just the accessories for Heroica stuff, all the figures, all the players, all the shop in the back, and the dice, because this is my complete Heroica world. I've expanded the whole Heroica universe, which began with just these 4 sets: Dreda Bay, Waldrick Forest, Caverns of Nethuse, and Castle Fortan, and expanded it, and after those 4 sets came I can't think of it, Ilion Catacombs, and Ganrash right down there, but I've expanded it much bigger. In fact, I have to stand up to get it in the picture. It is that big. I actually need to step backwards as well. There. That's it. I think it's a bit under 4.5 feet long, and a bit over 2.5 feet wide at its widest point and longest point. But, yeah, I'm gonna run you through all the different ones that I've made, and in what order I made them. And yeah, there you go. So here's the initial form. I'm not gonna focus on the ones by LEGO so much because, you know, they're stuff that you could see in other places. I'll be focusing more on the custom stuff. So there's the form made by LEGO, and I'm moving on to my first one that I made with spare parts from a LEGO police game, as well as the figures from from the Lava Dragon, I think it was called. They're both rather old games that I own, and I converted the pieces and stuff to this. So you'll notice it starts here, comes along to this little this here, and it comes to here. Up here it switches into something else, and I just broke something, and then it goes up to here where it connects with Castle Fortan in 2 places. This is it's a custom little potion shop thing that I did a while ago. Again, most of these were made a couple of years ago, actually. Only 1 or 2 of them was actually recent. But you just you spend 1 gold, you roll a die. If it's a skull, you lose. If it's a skull, you lose your money. If it's then skull or skull and sword, you have just lost your money. If it's a sword, you may take a potion from the store over there. And if it's a shield, you can take 2 potions. So it's a gamble on whether you're gonna get your return. These are just knights. All of them are strength 2 monsters. Couple gold pieces. Up here is this knight. This one is strength 3. Reroll potion, and a relic. I have my own custom relics, which each do individual things. So whenever you're fighting a strength 2 monster, and you roll a sword and shield, sword and skull, you may ignore the skull effect and just use the sword, so that you can defeat it without taking damage. So it's a minor effect, but it comes into play. There is Castle Fortan. By the way, there's that little cave with another little guy in it. There's Castle Fortan over there. I'll move up to the next one I built, which is this. I don't know if I named all of them exactly, but just this is kind of a forest type one. This is supposed to be like a ruined section of Castle Fortan, and this is the forest. Little bad guy, some little decorations. This is weird because I didn't actually have the right shaped pieces, so it ended up being 2x3 spaces instead of 2x2 like Legos. So there you go. A couple little monsters. Reroll potion, strength 2 monster. You could pretty easily tell which ones are strength 1 and 2, the bigger ones. Speed potion, gold. Moving up, we have this weird tree that is built on this base plate. Oh, there's a little chest right over there. Coin, more monsters. Over here, there's a vine. So when you step on this base, you move onto a stud of the vine. Then you move up to the dark green stud, then to the next stud, then to the next regular green, then to the orange stud, where you may fight the strength 2 monster. Once you move into the space that the strength 2 monster's on, you can fight the strength 3 monster, and you can move past him to this this relic, which functions identical to this one, except for it works on strength 1 monsters instead of strength 2. There's Castle Fort 10. Over here, there's Caverns in the Twos, which does connect to the big icy one. I'll move. I'm trying to go quickly so I have time to cover all of it. Here is the it's the volcano type one. It starts over here, moves on to monster, chest, and it does connect right there to Castle Fortan. Over here, the mechanic of this one is, see that blue fire, green fire, orange fire? Their respective spaces on the board. When you step on those, you can move that fire anywhere else in the level that isn't occupied by a monster or hero. And of course, as per the rules, you can't completely block someone off from the space that activates it. Just so you know, so that you can't trap another hero. There's a couple in the square format. There's a strength 2 monster. Strength 1 monsters have the flame that waves to the side. The strength 2 monsters have the flame go straight up. Over here is the strength 3 monster, the boss, of course, and there's the relic, which you would simply obtain by killing him. It functions when you roll a shield. You can defeat a monster up to 2 spaces away, even around corners. Yep, so it's like, again, wizard power, but weakened. Over here, oh sorry, this is the order I made them, so yeah, over here is next. This I made with some spare parts from the volcano and the forest over here. It's like a beach. I believe it's Drandora Bay, based on Drandora Fort, but the bay of that. Strength 1 monsters, 1 strength 3, a company, so strength, potion, gold, the lightning, whenever you'll shield and you move with it, you may move an extra space, so it lets you get around faster, hence lightning bolt. And moving on to the next one I built, this one. With these two, I experimented with like layering and, you know, just making things vertical. So strength 1 monsters are the ones that are shorter, strength 2 are the ones that are taller. Gold, this one is a strength 3 monster, but it makes it so you can get up to this place faster. Notice these little, how the monsters have a little white dot under them. It's kind of hard to see, but they have white under them. This does not have any white under it, so it is an obtainable item, which you must have in order to unlock these little gates. So you can use it to just remove the gate from the game. Speed potion over there. The other thing is, in order to get up 2 spaces, you have to go to one of these, between these little light green things, to get like jump boost essentially. And there's just, you put dots, you have dots so you know if you have it or not. And then over here is the primary goal. It is that, I think it called like Rage Crystal or something. If you are damaged by a monster, the next time you attack it, so if you fail against it, the next time you attack that monster, you can treat against sword and skull as just sword. So it functions on all monsters, but you have to get damaged before you can use it. There you go, that one's just on top of the little mountain. And then over to the next one. This one's more fun because it's actually multi-layered. So you can actually go underneath. It's a bit cramped to get your finger in there, but, you know, you can get into it. I'm trying to find a good spot to hold the camera so you can see underneath it. It's kind of hard to put the camera there, but you can see there's some monsters. There's a health potion under there, I think, way in the back. And it goes all the way through to, sorry that the camera's so fuzzy, right over there with the monster, and then you can actually get up to the mountain thing by going over that. And then you can climb up those stairs at the end to get up to you can remember those stairs right there to get to the top. Those little brown things are battering rams. You can use them in a similar way to these little crystals over here to just simply destroy the barricade. Reroll, speed potion. There is the boss, and 3 strength boss. That little wand is a fun one. When you roll a shield, you may restore 1 point of health to a hero other than you. So similar in function to the Chalice of Life over here in Walbrick Force, which restores 1 health to you, but that one only functions on other heroes, not yourself. So good team player one, which may not work if you're not playing with people who are team players. And one thing I noticed that I forgot to do in those levels, put in chests. I didn't put any chests in those. I kind of just forgot. And moving on over here, we have the Ganrash. I think is it called Ganrash? I think it's called Ganrash. Anyway, there's the 2 little daggers, which I haven't decided what they do because LEGO never said what they do. So over there is this one. I did slightly adjust it by putting in that brown thing. Initially, it was removed, so you could not go over those spaces. But I thought that was kind of railroading, if that term applies here, because you can only go one way to get through the level, which makes it a bit less fun. There is the Strength 4 monster, and then over there's the King. So the primary goal of this is to stop all the monsters, but I'll explain that in a second. There you go. You can get to it from the back of the volcano into the Orion Catacombs. And then there's the Defense Potion, negate all damage that you take this turn, which is good for fighting Strength 4 monsters. And over here is the final level, the largest level that I most recently built. There is the little, sorry, I'm trying to get a good angle. There's the little entrance, and then you move in. There is stuff. There's a Strength Potion. The Strength 1 monsters are the little gray, silvery ones. The Strength 2 are the green ones. Strength 3 is that, you can't really see it, but it's a skeleton over there, and the Dark Druid over here. He never technically died, and the little comic things that comes with the sets. But over here we have, I use lots of green kind of, it's supposed to be like a ruined palace type kind of thing. Notice these, where's my finger? These little thingies that are interspersed throughout the level with the thing on top in the clip. The idea is, the whole goal of this is to shut down the portal. This is the portal right here, the final portal that's spewing all the monsters out. And the way you have to destroy that, to finish it, is to place all the relics in either a clip or the little hole on top, because they'll all fit. So you have to go to all the little places to get that, to put them all in, and then once they're all in, you have to kill that monster. Notice he is a Strength 4 monster with the rules similar to the giant vampire bat. And once you defeat the monster, simply move into a space adjacent to the portal, and then the game ends. That's how the game ends. This game, I think, when I played it without the additional levels, I've never actually played it with the additional levels because no one's willing to play it. It took like an hour or two, so now I can imagine it's going to take hours to play this game because of just how massive it is. But yeah, so the goal of the game is to free the king and then shut down the portal using the relics, which you obtain throughout the levels. And yeah, that's it, I suppose, for the entire Heroica world. Again, I made the initial custom levels at least a couple of years ago, and I've had Fortan for as long as I can remember, the Fortan, and then I got the other sets. But just recently this year, I got for Christmas Ganrash and the Ilion Catacombs, and I built that. And yeah, the whole thing just finally is complete. So I'll just give you one last overview, and then I'll outro the video. So there you go. That's it. All the figures. Really sucks that LEGO couldn't stopped making these, because I think they're great sets, but the screen just unblurred. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will hopefully see you in the next video where I'll have some more Star Wars ones coming up.